I think I'm live now. Oh my goodness. How is everybody doing? I have my wonderful wife Melanie is on the computer right now asking for your questions. If you've got questions, she will relay them to me, and I'll be able to answer some of those questions. Until then, um, I'm going to have some playtime with this and see what we're going to see. But first, I'm going to get the ruler. All right, one of these days we'll get everything together. Oh no. So, what we've got is looks like a 10-inch blade. Looks like an 8.5-inch edge. We've got our stats at, let me do it from the right angle. There we go. Right at 5 3/4 inch for the length of the handle. Spine to edge, it's about 1.5 inches. At the widest part, of the blade, we've got it at, what's that, 2 1/8. Hold on just a minute, guys. Yeah, you're gonna have to come to the door. All right, we'll get this organized eventually. Now, the blade thickness, let's see here. It's a thin blade, but then again, it is designed to be a machete. Very thin underbrush. I think that's about, let's get some fray, there we go. 1/8 inch, maybe. Oh, that was loud probably for you guys, sorry about that. And the thickness of the handle, about 3/4. So it's a very thin handled machete. So it keeps your, the angle of your cut really well, and that's the point. Machetes are not designed to do what an axe does. Let's get a little bit of angle here. Come back a little bit. There we are. Let's see. How much is that in frame? Looks like it's a little okay. All right. Well, I've got my knocker here. Let's see what I can do with it. First, batoning. Actually, first, we'll see how it just strikes. There we go. A little bit of a crack. Not bad. Not bad at all. Apologize for the loudness. This is all we got for the now. That's not going to work. Yep. Try not to baton into a knot. That will almost assuredly bend your angle. Now, here's something I've noticed when toying with it. I toyed a little bit with it before the review. It's really sharp up here. In fact, we'll get a piece of paper for the innocuous paper test. It's really sharp up to about there. This last little bit, it's almost here. In fact, let's see if we can do this. Where's our? If you can see, it doesn't come at a sharp angle. It's actually angled in just a little bit at the tip. I actually think it's a different angle. They changed it. But out of the box, the tip isn't very sharp at all. And of course that I don't know if that's on purpose or not. None of the paperwork said anything about that. Either in descriptions or anything else like that. But yeah, right about there down, it's good. Chop it in real nice. Let's see, let's go against the grain rings, growth rings. See if I can do a single hand strike on this. That might not work. But then again, it might. Let's try it one more time again. Barely missed it. All right, let's get some paper. No questions so far. I'm doing these live so you guys can ask questions as I'm doing them. That way, you've got what you need. Anyway, I've got a piece of paper, something I printed out for the other classes that I do. Let's start. It's cutting. Push cut was actually better than pulling with it. But it's not doing a very good job. Maybe a little bit. Odd. I find it really odd that it's a push cut that makes it work. Shouldn't matter, should it? Okay. It was when I took it out of the box. It had a basic sharp to it. Now, whoever out there wants to start crapping on the company for not providing a perfect sharpness immediately out of the box, I say if you can't sharpen your own knives and value that skill, then I find it difficult not to judge you. Anyway, I'm gonna try some tip. Tip works just fine. Let's see. Done. Okay. See if I can try another. Standing one stack. One strike. Gotta get it right. Okay, looks not that bad. All right, now I've got almost like an old shingle look to it. I'm gonna see how it is possibly used in a in a carving format. So if I was gonna make a spoon out of this, or this was a spoon blank, and let's say I wanted that to be the spoon area, the spoon bowl, and I wanted to make the rest of this into the handle, I would turn it at an angle here, come down a couple of strikes, and then when I got high enough, I would change the angle of the blade and then take all those strikes out. Here's how that looks. There we go. Try it again. Now, bear in mind, I'm not changing the angle here, I'm changing the angle here. It's down, and I'm going straight down on it. And then I change it again to go straight down on it again. That's how you would get that angle in there. Let's see what I can do on the other side. Take the width down a little bit. Let's get another wide piece. And it's not going random, it's just take that out. Crudely, I could kind of sort of get some of that stuff done. I'm not very good at curls, so that may just be me. Let's try some curls with this one. There's some curls there. Interesting. I think it's worth the money, but I think it's worth the money in basic, what do you call it? It's worth the money you spend on it due to the fact that it is a good quality, I want to say almost blank canvas. Because then you can do some good stuff with it. Hickory handle. I intend fully on actually taking this to a sharpening person to not to change the bevel, but to bring the bevel all the way back, actually. So there's a first bevel, and then there's a second bevel, and I just want one solid and all the way around, not even to the tip. Especially to the tip, actually. What other modifications I might do is, well, not other, I guess the sharpening it is what is a basic one. I may put a small finger choil in here just to, like it's ready to be a finger choil. It's just not one there yet. I don't know. I wonder if the spine can be, I wonder if you can create a saw back to the spine. That would create a usefulness. That's the only thing. I don't believe in these one tool options deals. If you don't know how to use your tools for the options, you've got them, then you will want multiple tools in one item. But that's the only thing. For this kind of a thing, a camp knife, I would call this a camp knife, not a machete, even though it is a machete. Or it's labeled as one. I would call this a camp knife. This is good for camp chores. Not long enough to actually be considered a solid machete. I would probably add at least another half foot, maybe 3 inches. Maybe not 6, but maybe 3 more inches on the top would probably give it, in my mind, a machete requirement. Couple of things here. The leather is top quality leather. The snap is a really good snap. They know that they bought into good materials. Workmanship is not too shoddy either. I've just had it. And this is why you want one-piece items. And if you saw the unboxing, you saw I noticed that this was an extra added piece and that this, for some reason, is an extra added piece. Now this down here, not so bad of an idea. This is somewhat common. But that right there is not a good idea. And this right here is not a good idea. Now, there's no without the snap, there's nothing keeping it in. Let's see how the snap works. It does a good job for what it does, for what it's supposed to do, but it's not going to last long. And I think that's what's come with a couple of the failings in this. It is the Old Hickory brand, and I know a lot of people who love the Old Hickory brand. I myself am one of them. The paring knife is an amazing carving knife. Carving blade. And there's a lot of people that use the butcher's knife as their camp chore. I think this would be a good replacement of the butcher's knife, simply because it's got the design that's supposed to be more like that. You've got the bird's beak on the end. You've got the little finger grip right there to help you up with some close-in work. The spine isn't too terribly good, but it can be straightened. Things like straightening the spine and sharpening your knife, you guys don't. It's not always a reflection of the company, which I know that's probably what most people are thinking, is that, oh, if they can't sharpen their own knives, then what good a company are they? Well, everyone knows that Old Hickory is a great company, and there's a lot of people out there that swear by them. And so as far as street cred, I don't need to stop the benefits of this. But it's a good big handle. I could easily wear this with gloves on. I've got extra on top and bottom. I've got an average size hand. I wear a medium size glove. And with a glove, I could see a large hand with a glove still fit this work all right. But that's about it. I would probably want to either take this off and find some other way to connect it. I don't know what I would do. If I were to keep this as my daily camp knife, which I may just do that, I would easily want, if you want a dangler, you just undo the stitches, put in the D-ring, and then redo the stitches. You're fine with that. You're fine. That's not a bad choice there. Single line, the welt is good. Single line of stitches. So they've done well, and they've not done well. But again, for the money, this is not an expensive blade. And I got it from, was it Deadwood Knives? Shipping came, was quick. Shipping was quick, and you know, I also somewhat I like the aesthetics of the website as well. But here's some pine. Did a little tri-stick stuff with it. Let's see how it does with pine. If you can see. Yep. I definitely need to put this. I haven't done anything with it. I'm definitely going to take the cover off of it, the coating, because I don't do that. I don't do coatings. If it's a high carbon steel knife, which this is, then I add my own patina to it, which you should do for your own carbon steel knives as well. Don't trust the coating. The coating is an unnatural device. Patina is completely all natural. La, 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 la. Chop chop. Completely all natural coating that just gets better with age. So there's that. All right, guys. This is if we don't have any questions, then I think this will wrap it up. This is a short one. If you do have any questions, if you just happen to watch this after the fact, you can still go ahead and comment under and ask me some questions. I may do another live if the question determines that if I determine that it's a live is what's needed, or just another video to answer the question if my explanation gets a little too long. But other than that, this concludes our live video review of the OKC. I'm thinking it's Woods machete, camp knife. All right, guys, get in the woods. Spend some time outside.